And it's pretty crazy because in about a year from now, I'm probably going to be talking about Infinite Warfare, and I'm going to be doing this exact same video in the same video style as I was doing with Black Ops 3.
Well, here we go again. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. I'm your host Deeper Jungle, and today I'm going to be doing my final thoughts on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that little intro clip that I had. I thought it was pretty funny, and it's crazy to think about that video came out on November 3rd, 2016, which is almost exactly a year ago at the time we were recording this video. And of course, I do know that Call of Duty World War II is already out in some countries around the world. At the time we were recording this video, we are about 12 hours away from the release of Call of Duty World War II here in North America. So yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about. I know you guys are all ready for Call of Duty World War II. However, before we jump into that game, I'm going to be doing my final thoughts on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare for my last Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video, at least for quite a long time. Also guys, if you're enjoying today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it down below. Let's see if we can get 10 likes on today's video. That would be absolutely amazing. And yeah, let's get right into the commentary. So of course guys, if you did not know, I've been doing this kind of mini series for quite a long time now. If you remember back to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, just before Black Ops 3 came out, I did my final thoughts on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and then last year I did my final thoughts on Call of Duty Black Ops 3 just before Infinite Warfare came out, as well as yesterday I did my final thoughts on Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. So now Call of Duty World War II is going to be coming out really soon, so I thought I'd do my final thoughts on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So the first thing that I want to say, and that is I do not think that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is a bad game. Now, I do not think it is a great game. However, I think the core gameplay of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare isn't really that bad. In some cases, I have a lot of fun playing Infinite Warfare, and although it can be really annoying sometimes, it is fun for me to play it time and time again. So yeah, now that I got that out of the way, let's actually jump into some things that I really did like about Infinite Warfare. For one, I think the guns actually act pretty good. Some guns, of course, like the NV4, and for some other submachine guns and stuff like that, they're actually quite fun to use, as well as the supply drop system in this game was actually very good. Every single weapon in the entire game that was added via supply drops, if you had the season pass, you got absolutely for free. However, if you did not have the season pass, of course, all you have to do was just complete a very simple challenge and then you got the weapon. And that is a very big improvement going from Black Ops 3. I know that when the beta actually came out, a lot of people, including myself, were very worried about the supply drop system in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. For one, in the beta, there were variants, there were supply drops, and we were thinking that, what is this supply drop system going to look like in March or May or June or whenever, and what is it going to look like by then? And a lot of people were actually very worried about that, including myself. However, it turned out that the supply drop system in Infinite Warfare is actually very good, comparing it to the Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare supply drop system. Another thing that I liked about the game is I think that the maps are pretty interesting. Now, I don't really like how the maps flowed because there were so many different ways that you could get around the map that you would find a lot of people going underneath the map or around the map, and then you would get shot in the back quite a bit. However, I think the map locations were pretty neat. Some of them were even taking place on different planets and all kinds of things like that, and I think it's pretty neat, those things. And yeah, moving on to some things that I really did not like that much about Infinite Warfare, and that is, I think a lot of people had some problems with the game when it goes from futuristic to sci-fi, because for Black Ops 3, almost every single thing in the game made sense. Like for example, the guns, they shot bullets, and although it was futuristic, it still made sense, and it wasn't so far out there that was hard to believe. For Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, some problems that I had was when it got a little bit too science fiction-y and kind of like Halo-esque. For example, the black hole guns and the trip mines to go and follow you around corners, and that kind of thing is a little bit weird in a Call of Duty game, of course. Now, if this were a different game, I wouldn't care. I think it is pretty neat. However, for Call of Duty, it doesn't really work that well, in my opinion, as well as the variant system was pretty overpowered. It is a fact that there are some weapon variants that are inherently better than the base variant, and that's pretty unfortunate. As well as for the salvage, you need quite a bit of it to actually get a tier of weapons, as well as the salvage earn rate isn't really that great. However, those are just some of the complaints that I can think of off the top of my head. If there are some things that you like about Infinite Warfare, and if there are some things that you didn't like about Infinite Warfare, feel free to comment them down below in the comment section. Now, I know this video may be a little bit shorter than other final thoughts videos. Now, I'm going to be talking about my actual final thought on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I think the game game isn't really that bad. If this game were released back in 2014 instead of Advanced Warfare, I think this game would have actually been pretty successful. There are some really big annoyances with the game, and I do understand the complaints for Infinite Warfare. However, I think one of the main reasons why this game wasn't really as successful as maybe like Black Ops 3, and that's just because it came out at the wrong place at the wrong time. By the time Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was revealed back in May of 2016, we already experienced two futuristic Call of Duty games, being Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3. By the time Infinite Warfare came around, we didn't want another futuristic game, and that's one of the reasons why I think Infinite Warfare was not as successful as Black Ops 3 or Advanced Warfare. However, yeah, comment your thoughts down below in the comment section. Did you enjoy Infinite Warfare? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as per usual with my final thoughts videos, I'm going to be playing you the first 2 minutes of my first ever Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video that was posted way back in November of 2016. So yeah, before I go, I just want to say one last thing, and that's going to be thank you very much to anyone who checked out my channel during Infinite Warfare's life cycle, as well as to anyone that found my channel via Infinite Warfare video. I really do appreciate it, and I'm really looking forward to Call of Duty World War II because I know that that game is going to be awesome, and I cannot wait to make videos on it. Now guys, I would highly recommend that you check out yesterday's video, which is going to be my final thoughts on Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. It was a really interesting video to make, and I would highly recommend that you go ahead and check that out. It goes right together with this video because, of course, Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered came out in the same year. So yeah, that's been it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, here's to a great Call of Duty World War II, and yeah, see you in Call of Duty World War II.
Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. I'm your host Deeper Jungle, and today I'm going to be doing a video of what's the best version of Infinite Warfare. So of course with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, there are a lot of versions of the game, being so that you can get other different things with it. It just depends on what type of version that you're going to be getting, whether it be the basic or the deluxe or the special edition, and today I'm going to be comparing them all and see which one's the best. Also, just as a little disclaimer, I'm only going to be talking about like the legacy edition and things like that, because if you do not know, with a lot of stores they have a deal, so if let's say you buy from that place, you're going to be getting special things like that. I'm not going to be talking about that, and also the prices I have, it depends on where you're going to buy it. Like I know if you were to buy off of eBay or maybe Amazon, you might get a little bit cheaper. The prices do fluctuate. Also, this is November 2016, so it's probably going to go down. And with all that out of the way, let's get right into the video. So yeah, now the first one that I'm going to be talking about, that's just going to be the normal version of Infinite Warfare, and this is very standard, of course. It's just the normal version. You're going to be getting Infinite Warfare, and the prices for that is that's going to be $60 US, $80 Canadian, and about 40 maybe 50 pounds in the UK. It's basically whatever a new game is, just the base game, that's how much it's going to be, and you don't really get too much. You just get Infinite Warfare, and it depends on where you buy it from. You might get something else, but really, that's all you really get with that one. Alright, now the next one, that's going to be the Legacy Edition, and the Legacy Edition goes for about $80 US, 60 pounds, and about $110 Canadian. And as you can see, this is a little bit of a step up from the original one, and what it's going to give you is, of course, Infinite Warfare, but this one gives you Modern Warfare Remastered. So basically, the extra you kind of pay for Modern Warfare Remastered, but other than that, you don't really get any other benefits. Like, you don't get any like special camo, I don't believe, unless you like pre-order the game, of course. But the Legacy Edition, you just basically get Modern Warfare Remastered, and that is really good. Alright, now let's talk about the Digital Deluxe Edition. That's going to